In the news, South African court orders former president to go back to jail, says his medical parole was unlawful. Vaccines may be less effective against infection and transmission linked to Omicron variant, says WHO. IPOB leader is tortured mentally and psychologically daily in detention, says lawyer Dieter Shortley. This is TOS Television, your digital-first Pan-African news network. I am Merciful Ajinobo, and you're watching TOS News 360. A 37-year-old man, Azeez Ilias, identified as the son of a traditional ruler in the Ikpokia local government area of Ogun State, Nigeria, and the woman, identified only as Deborah, have been found dead in a car parked in front of a building in Agoegun, Idiroko. While they were found naked, their clothes were not in the Toyota Camry, said the car owner. The police said efforts were ongoing to unravel the mystery behind the deaths. Ifeanyi Ejiofor, the lead counsel to the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, in a press statement on Wednesday, said his client is tortured mentally and psychologically on a daily basis in detention. His statement tackles the Department of State Services claims that the IPOB leader is living a luxurious life in detention and not maltreated. Talking education, the academic staff in universities on Tuesday accused the federal government of Nigeria of a deliberate attempt at impoverishing university lecturers by its blunt refusal to implement the memorandum of action signed with the union in 2020. The ASU Lagos coordinator, Comrade Adelaja Odukoya, declared that there is no going back on its planned strike action unless the government meets with its demands. And now to developments across Africa. South Africa's High Court has ruled that the country's former President Jacob Zuma should be returned to prison, saying his medical parole was unlawful. The 79-year-old began medical parole in September and is serving a 15-month sentence for contempt of court after he ignored instructions to participate in a corruption inquiry. The Pretoria court ruled that the time he has spent out of prison should not be counted in his 15-month sentence. French military forces have left Timbuktu nearly 9 years after they helped Malian troops push back and recapture the city from Islamist insurgents that have overrun parts of the country. The withdrawal is the latest sign the former colonial power is scaling down its presence in northern Mali that has been plagued by a conflict that began as a separatist movement in 2012. This is your digital-first Pan-African news network, TOS Television, and you are watching TOS News 360. More Africa, global and sports tours when we return. Stay with us. Thank you for staying. Preliminary evidence indicates that COVID-19 vaccines may be less effective against infection and transmission linked to the Omicron coronavirus variant, the World Health Organization said on Wednesday. The WHO, in its weekly epidemiological update, said that more data was needed to better understand the extent to which Omicron may evade immunity derived from either vaccines or previous infection. More than 1,200 people have been rescued from Hong Kong's World Trade Center as dozens of firefighters managed to extinguish a fire that ripped through one of the city's busiest buildings at 12:37 p.m. local time and left more than a dozen injured. Police at the scene told reporters that everyone at the 39-story structure have been brought to safety by 5 p.m. local time after more than 300 were trapped earlier on the rooftop of the building, which houses both offices and a shopping center. At least 13 people were taken to the hospital, with some suffering from smoke inhalation. Malta has become the first EU country to legalize the cultivation and personal use of cannabis. Malta's parliament voted in favor of the reform on Tuesday afternoon, with the bill winning 36 votes in favor and 27 against. Adults will be allowed to carry up to 7 grams of cannabis and grow no more than 4 plants at home, but smoking it in public or in front of children will be illegal. Congolese rumba, one of the most influential genres of African music and dance, has won UNESCO-protected status after the culmination of campaigning by the Democratic Republic of Congo and neighboring Congo-Brazzaville. The UN's cultural body says bestowing these status helps to maintain cultural diversity in the face of growing globalization. And now to sports. The European Club Association has threatened to withhold players for the upcoming African Cup of Nations in Cameroon over fears surrounding the health protocol in place amid the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic, the association said in a letter addressed to world governing body FIFA. And that is TOS News 360 on your digital first Pan-African news network. For more updates, visit www.tostvnetwork.com. Follow and like our social media handles on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. And remember to subscribe on YouTube. Do stay with us and enjoy my programs on the network. I am Merciful Ajinamo. Many thanks for watching.